Okay, today I'm starting to repair, or actually get this thing running again for my wife. This is her 1977 MG Midget Special. It did run. We had it running when she first got it. Unfortunately, it blew a head gasket. We replaced the head gasket, and by the time I got back to this thing, too many years have passed. These have steel rings in it, and I can't get the steel rings to break free from the cylinder. So right now I'm taking the radiator out and the fan off, and I've already had it soaking with transmission fluid, and if that doesn't work, we're going to try some other methods of breaking it loose. It's a fun little car. It's got a 1275cc engine in it, and the body's in great shape. It's in really good shape. It needs a new paint job, of course, and the inside needs cleaned up and needs new side mirrors. But the top's brand new. There's only one spot of rust on it, and it's right here at the fender, right down here by the front tire on the driver's side, and that's the only rust that's on it. It does need that repaired. And back here on the wheel walls back here, it's got some rust that we need to address. But other than that, it's a nice little car. I just gotta get it cleaned up. Even the dashboard's in good shape. It's not cracked or anything. It's in pretty good shape for a 1977. So like I said, we're going to get this thing back on the road, and I'll be making videos of the progress I make on it. And I just can't wait to get her back on the road. And I know my wife, she's been chomping at the bit. We're both retired now, and she'd like to let her blonde hair blow in the wind. Okay, so I'll get back to you when I start work on this baby. Well, I got the radiator out, the hose is off. I put a big wrench on the flywheel, the crank wheel, trying to break it loose. It will not break loose, so I'm going to have to take the head off and get down to the pistons and probably dismantle this motor and put it back together again. I did find that the water pump is seized up, so I'm going to have to get a new water pump and replace that. But that's okay, because I've been trying to replace a lot of the parts. I've already replaced the brake lines, brake pads, rotors, cylinders, tie rod ends, bunch of stuff. New slave, got a new slave for the clutch, new cylinder for the clutch, everything else, a new fuel pump, got that on. So once I get this thing all done, it should run like a new one. But I got to get those pistons broke loose, and since they're steel, they're rusted in there. That's what happens on these. They rust in place, and sometimes you can get them broke free real easy with the oil, and sometimes you can't. And this time I can't. So try to get this thing tore apart, see what we can diagnose on it, and get it running. I'll catch you after a bit when I get a little bit farther along in the rebuild.